Welcome everyone to the next part in the Tournament of Power for What If Goku Was Betrayed and Trapped in the Time Chamber. I hope you're enjoying this series so far, and I'm sorry for the delay on this one. I know it was supposed to come out on Sunday, but me and my editor overestimated just what it would take. But I promise you, this one you want to stay till the end. The last fight is really something special to me. But first, only around 30 to 40% of you guys are subscribed. So if you want more Goku Betrayed goodness, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to comment, as I usually answer comments the first hour the video's up. Anyways, let's continue the story.
This is for you, Bulma. Both Trunks, Bra, Kaba, and yes, even you, Kakarot.
Vegeta's explosion in power caused everyone to stop fighting. Toppo was extremely hurt, but still in the arena. The Universe 7 fighters cursed, but Goku smirked. Toppo sighed in relief. But, oh, is that?
Vegeta actually did it.
Toppo's eyes widened as Vegeta's stone self began to crack into a silver light, revealing a brand new form from within. The Prince of All Saiyans had unlocked Ultra Instinct Omen. So this was the power which Whis had spoken about long ago. Vegeta quickly gained the upper hand, as Toppo couldn't touch Vegeta. Goku was happy to see Vegeta progress quickly, using Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker to continue the fight against Hit, and finally defeat him. However, Goku's victory was short-lived, as he felt someone grab his face, and Vegeta's too. It was Jiren, who saved Toppo from defeat. He dragged the two Saiyans out of the way. Toppo thanked Jiren. He was surprised that he saved him. After all, Jiren always said that he didn't trust anyone, and that he always wanted to fight alone. When Vegeta and Goku looked back, they saw Toppo, Jiren, and Dyspo stand together in a fighting stance. Cell, Frieza, and Buu stood behind Goku and Vegeta. The final battle was about to begin. The teams rushed towards one another, with Frieza and Cell being blitzed by Dyspo, while Toppo body slammed them into confusion. Buu got Toppo off of them by completely covering him with his body, but Toppo expanded his aura and burned off Buu, giving him a chance to throw him out of the arena. This gave Cell and Frieza an opportunity to fire a death beam from every single one of their fingers, stopping Dyspo in his tracks by hitting his leg. Toppo went over to help his friend. In the meantime, Jiren battled Goku and Vegeta. He was completely against the wall. Goku alone could have defeated him. He was genuinely surprised. But Jiren activated his full power, which caught the other two by surprise and gave him a chance to pull back. However, Cell appeared from behind, held onto Jiren, and laughed.
What the hell are you doing, Cell?
I told you, I only agreed to this if I got to fight the strongest. I won't let you have this.
No, wait!
A huge explosion engulfed the arena, causing everybody to be blown back. When the dust settled, only Goku, Jiren, and Vegeta remained on their feet. The explosion damaged Jiren, but it didn't defeat him. Goku cursed. The battle wasn't over. Frieza was nowhere to be seen, but Dyspo and Toppo walked behind Jiren, supporting his friend. However, Jiren told them to leave him be. He didn't need their help. He could handle this on his own. Goku looked quietly, his eyes squinting. This Jiren, he was just like him, how he used to be. Cover me.
You're not really going to do this alone, are you?
I've got a lesson to teach them.
Wait, Kakarot!
Goku rushed forward, dodging and weaving between blasts that Toppo and Dyspo fired. Vegeta groaned, but did as told, blasting their way. The two sets of ki bullets exploded against each other, clouding everyone's vision. But Goku knew exactly where to go, and he crashed headfirst against them. Jiren caught the punch, to which all three Pride Troopers began to battle against Goku. Jiren commanded the other two to grab him by his arms, which they do. Goku smiled. This is what he wanted. Jiren continued to push Goku off of the edge, the four of them going flying down into the abyss. Jiren's plan was to take Goku down with them.
Jiren, you have to jump back. What? One of us has to stay behind and defeat the other Saiyan. It has to be you. But I won't leave you two. You've already won us the tournament. Go! Right, okay. Thank you, my friend.
So this is trust, the power of Universe 11.
A bright flash emanated from the fight as Jiren jumped back into the arena. It seemed like Goku's fate was sealed, but
I'm glad you learned to trust your friends, Jiren. It took me a long time to do that.
What?
Toppo, Jiren, and Dyspo were all struck by a barrage of punches as they fell down into the abyss. Goku was engulfed by a purple light, his hair flowing upwards. Universe 7 had won the tournament, but beyond that...
So, you've been hiding this from me too, huh?
I wanted to make sure you reached your own path first, Vegeta. Now we both have reached our Ultra states. This is what I like to call Ultra Ego.
Wow, that was so good! Best fight I've ever seen!
That concludes the Tournament of Power. Wait, Zeno, don't you think that was a little short? We still have 20 more minutes to go.
What are you doing, Kakarot?
Yeah!
Well then, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Buu, come at me.
What?
So you knew I was still around, huh, Saiyan? That rubble really was uncomfortable.
You knew I would regenerate. I expect nothing less from you, Son Goku.
Boo excited to fight! Boo want to fight!
Oh, a 4v1? That sounds fun.
But first, bring back all the universes. That's my wish. I want an audience. Thus, Son Goku stared directly at his greatest foes, the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta, the Emperor of the Universe, Frieza, the perfect android, Cell, and the demonic force of nature, Majin Buu. Goku taunted them to come at him as they all expanded their aura. Everyone was in shock, and the Saiyan was instantly pushed back. The four of them bounced off of each other very well, having been heated opponents for so long. Though Cell and Frieza were evil right now, they weren't his enemies. They were four warriors having the most intense fight of their lives. To Goku, this was the purest show of trust. This is what he wanted. This was an emblem to show how much he had changed since being trapped in the time chamber. Goku didn't fight carelessly anymore. He fought with purpose. He fought because he trusted their abilities. Buu, his best friend, was the one who knew how to counter him the best. Even so, Goku had tricks up his sleeve. The aggressive nature of Ultra Ego allowed him to push Buu back while dropping to the ground, spinning and kicking the others away. Vegeta dodged the kick and stepped on Goku. He kicked the Saiyan up to the sky, where Cell and Frieza followed him up. The two villains fired a blast down, but Goku opened his eyes in mid-air, causing a ki that exploded the enemy's ki blast. All four enemies looked down at him, charging another set of attacks. A final flash, a death beam, a kamehameha, and a planet burst ball. The four beams covered too much ground for Goku to counter with a simple kamehameha, as the blast combined into a huge one. Goku had no other choice. He just started to punch. Punch after punch, he ate into the beams, flying up towards his enemies, his adversary's eyes widening. When Goku finally reached them, he opened his aura, bursting all four of them away. Goku took his chance and rushed after Buu, smashing his head against him and knocking him out of the arena. Buu's techniques were probably the most dangerous out of them all. He had to get rid of him first. The other three followed Goku, but he quickly turned, saying, "Rock," as he punched Vegeta, "Scissors," when poking Frieza's eyes, and "Paper," while slapping Cell away. Goku charged up his Kamehameha, teleporting behind Cell and firing it off, defeating him. Now there were two left. All of the audience was cheering, others ranting. All of them were both terrified and excited to see someone so powerful. Frieza and Vegeta stood side by side, with the prince hating having to team up with the Emperor. The two rushed towards Goku but were completely out of sync. Goku had an easier time fighting this battle than before, biting down on Frieza's tail at one point before grabbing him and spinning him into Vegeta. Vegeta easily dodged out of the way thanks to Ultra Instinct Omen, but Frieza wasn't so lucky, as he was ringed out. Now, the two destined rivals, Vegeta and Goku, stared each other down. This was the fight both of them had been waiting for such a long time. The two of them took a battle stance very familiar to us, and without wasting time, without saying a word, Goku and Vegeta clashed, causing Zeno and the Grand Priest to be pushed back some, and the stance started to break apart. It's an incredible fight, with neither giving too much ground. Even so, Goku still stronger. Vegeta had to rely on everything, firing a Gallic gun in response to Goku's Kamehameha. The energy goes back and forth between who could win, but Goku begins to add his newly acquired Destroyer energy into the Kamehameha. From the stands, Kaioshin and Tien yell at Goku. Was he trying to kill Vegeta? Goku yelled back, no. He just wants to push him to his very limit. The Destroyer Kamehameha slowly approaches Vegeta, with him struggling to keep it together. It is then when Vegeta closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. In the blink of an eye, Vegeta disappeared and Goku was slammed against the ground as the Kamehameha dissipated. In its place was something that resembled a galaxy, with a figure standing over Goku, fist dug firmly into his chest. Goku smiled proudly. Now this was Ultra Instinct. Vegeta's white hair sparkled. Now Goku could go all out. The two of them battled for nearly 20 more minutes as time began to run out, punching each other straight in the face. Goku and Vegeta fall onto the stage, with Zeno wondering what happens now. The Grand Priest decides to count to 10. The first person to get up before the 10 count and announces victory will be the winner. As everyone in the stands begins to count down along with the Grand Priest, it seems like Vegeta will stand up first. Hearing words of encouragement from Trunks, Kaba, and Bulma, Vegeta stands up, but then Goku hears people cheering for him as well, and stands up. Raditz, Buu, Tien, Grandpa Gohan, the androids, Krillin, Cell, Frieza, even Piccolo and Kami. The people whom Goku had endangered the most and hurt so much over the course of the last 40 years were cheering for him. Goku thinks back to Grandpa Gohan's words while he was in the other world about learning to forgive even when it seems impossible. All these people, some more than others, had forgiven Goku for what he did back when he was betrayed and lost. Yet, they were rooting for him regardless. This gives Goku the motivation he needs, the strength he needs to stand back up and announce himself as the winner before him and Vegeta collapse back down onto the ground. The Tournament of Power was over. The stadium erupted in cheers, with Goku surrounded by sparkles, as well as Vegeta, the Grand Priest healing them both, declaring the Tournament of Power had been a rambunctious success. Though, he does still do it again. Goku promised Jiren and the rest to fight them again sometime, with Whis getting everyone ready to return home. Cell was great help, and though he didn't really want anything beyond fighting strong opponents, he did take the opportunity when Whis offered to revive him, the halo on top of his head disappearing, and once they returned home, he actually celebrated with everyone. Unlike Frieza, who just left to space, Cell promised to kill every single one of them, but just this once, he could take it a little slow. Following the party, Cell left. Nobody knew where he went. They just saw him fly up towards space, becoming a twinkle in their eyes. But Vegeta had the bad feeling that they would see him again. Goku hugged Chi-Chi, making sure to be careful. He was excited to see his son, though part of him was worried. He had been getting older, and all the times he spent in the time chamber were only working against him. But Zamasu tapped his shoulder, telling him that he was ready to continue to train. He wanted to kill Goku. Both of them smirked at each other, and he said, "I know the right place to do that in. Follow me, Zamasu." The pair left, but something evil was brewing. Frieza, who had left the tournament immediately, started to look for various creatures around the universe that could potentially be a pawn against Goku, with his latest one being Broly. Thank you for watching, guys. The Tournament of Power has been a blast to do. And once again, so sorry for the wait. Huge thank you to Professor Chimp. The Tournament of Power arc is always a slog to get through, but his help made it fun. Shout out to the Super Saiyan God, and Ultra Instinct members of the channel. Sonic is the best. Nuka Draco, The Baked Potato, All Might, Midnight Combatant, Neo Whitcomb, Sacred Saiyan, Field J. Akir, Pizza Hut Kitman, Orlando Castellano, Hannah Rowan, Sir Justice, The Real Samuel Randall, and Zachary Croy. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Memberships start at just $1.99 per month, and it really helps the channel. So if you want to go the extra mile and support the channel a little more, then be sure to become a member. Also, for those who weren't there, I did a stream on Monday celebrating 200,000 subscribers, and it went pretty well. I'm actually thinking about streaming more, Maybe once a week? I think it would be fun, but you guys let me know down below what you guys think. I also want to announce a few videos that I have coming up, including what if JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was an MCU movie? What if Saiyans were in Star Wars? What if Vegeta was betrayed by his friends? And of course the continuation of what if Goku and Vegeta went to Earth together? And some other ones here and there. I once again want to thank you all for your support. It means the absolute world to me, and I hope that I continue to entertain you guys, and that you enjoy the content as we move on into the future. Thank you for 200,000 subscribers, and until we meet again. See ya!